football show. It's been a busy old day. I think we should probably start with the Leeds game. Today, Arsenal did go to Ellen Road. I was hopeful. You were hopeful. But, alas, wasn't meant to be. Leeds took a battering. It was 4-0 goals from Zubimendi. Obviously, own goal, always on the score sheet. Great player.
Joint top goal scorer.
I'm sorry, that own goal.
Crazy.
That's fine.
Yokeres even getting on the score sheet. How bad?
Hold on. He's scored three of his 6 goals have come against us, man.
50% of his Premier League goals are literally coming against you. If you lot would have just held him out this season, they would have had a lot less to stand on. Yeah.
50% of your goals.
Yokeres' goals.
You think I didn't sit there for 2 hours watching that game, realizing how embarrassing that was?
How embarrassing! All the talk you lot have been given for the week. This one today, ladies and gentlemen, is for these lot, yeah. Because the amount of talking them lot done against Yokeres, the amount of talking.
He's me.
What did he do, man? What did he do?
Timberland moves. He can't move. He moves like a robot.
He still does.
Now what? Like I said,
you've got James Justin at centre back. Anyone can move him, man.
Then they'll say it's only Leeds. Like I said, you feed him, he will score. Simple as. That's what we do. I'm happy. I don't care if we get an own goal. I don't care if we get set pieces. At the end of the day, we're sitting at the top of the table.
What actually happened today? You were on a very decent run at home. We honestly thought that this had legs today. I think you started fairly strong the first 10 or so minutes.
We started okay, but I mean, this is the thing, man. This is the thing with Daniel Farke. You said it before. The guy's the most locked-in manager in the Premier League.
Three shots. Going. 3 shots the whole game for Leeds.
0.15 expected goals. What was the quality of the shots?
Nothing there.
There was no one that carried the ball forward. There was no one that did anything. You made it easy for them. You made a guy like Yokeres, who has the touch of a cement block, somehow look like a prime Richarlison touching the ball down, turning.
Prime Richarlison.
Sorry, don't be
That's not high standards.
I'm not. I think Richarlison's a good player, so I'm saying he was moving silky like a prime Richarlison on the pitch.
And I've never heard.
I've never heard prime Richarlison.
I love Richarlison, but I've never heard him still.
Some respect on my team's name. Never talk down on my team again. We're sitting at the top of the table. They got to go to Spurs. Was it? They're at Spurs tomorrow, isn't it? Man City.
Yeah. They never win there as well.
They do. They actually, in recent years, they've done much better. Hopefully it continues tomorrow. Looking at the table then, so shameless, don't care.
Do you remember the season? Do you remember the year where Pep dropped to the floor and all the rest of it?
That was when Son missed the chance.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Do not run it back.
Run it back.
That says the mentality of your team.
Yep, correct. Anyway, this is a decent result for you and I at the moment because it is a draw between Chelsea and West Ham. About 15 or so minutes to go. Leeds 16th in the table. Wow. Okay. Sorry.
That was a must winner.
That was a bit of a must win just to give yourself a little bit of breathing space.
I do think there was a bit.
How different would that look in 14th right now?
Well, obviously, if West Ham would have stayed in if they did go on to win this game, then obviously there'd only be 2 points behind.
Yeah.
So there is grave danger of you getting sucked into that relegation zone.
Of course.
Of course there is.
Likewise for myself, who's on 28 points.
And I think you'll do the job against City tomorrow, which is why it was even more of a must-win.
Stop putting things like that.
You have their numbers.
Can we stop this? Can we stop this? Can we stop this? Can we stop? As much as I'd like to laugh at Spurs and do this whole are they going to get they're not in a relegation battle. He keeps talking about we're going to catch up to Spurs and we're worrying about Spurs getting points. Let's stop that because they're not going to get relegated.
All right, let's circle back then. Let's go back to Arsenal and talk about them because obviously before kickoff there was the injury to Bukayo Saka. Have they said what that injury is? Is it groin?
No, I haven't. When I looked, they didn't say much about it. They just said that they're going to be doing scans and we'll get a result tomorrow. It's unfortunate Bukayo got. And when you look at the clip, because the clip was flying around on social media, I think he kind of just pulled it might have been his hammy, it looked like, but it wasn't a contact injury or anything like that. I was just more impressed with the fact that we just dealt with the matter and we swapped him out for Madueke. So this is where the squad depth comes in handy, where you've got a similar player in the sense of Madueke. He comes off the right hand side and can cut in. That was good to see.
And it worked out for you because he was involved in the first 2 goals.
Yeah. He hasn't been playing well. Let's be honest. And as much as he's captain, he hasn't been putting in captain's performances. Arteta's protecting him a little bit. Obviously, he's spoken about him in the press conference, but You know, if you want to be the leader, you're the leader amongst men in our squad. You have to show that. Bless you. You have to show that. Bless you.
Thank you.
You have to show that on the pitch. And Havertz deserved it from the previous game, the Champions League game. He was, you know, he finished well. And again, you missed it.
My gosh,
you missed it. Come on.
Well, I think he was one of your better players today. I was actually very upset to see Kai Havertz in the starting lineup because he was running the show in that midfield. I mean, don't get me wrong, there wasn't much against him, and that's what I'm saying, man.
Very underrated.
It was the perfect game for you. Let's be honest. The same way the midweek one was. It was an easy game for you. You were rotating the whole squad by the end. You were getting fresh legs in for the Chelsea game. We allowed you to basically have a training session.
Ellen Road.
Leeds
is not an easy game.
No, yeah, that's what you know. What he has got a point because it shouldn't be. But today, I do think that, like, the fact that they had 49% possession, like you said earlier, they shouldn't be having that much possession against you lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's playing into your hands. But you have to then take it. The thing is, with Arsenal, I feel like oftentimes when you get the first, then the goals can rain in. And we've seen that again today. I do think on the Havertz subject, it's interesting again that Eze isn't quite... It feels like isn't in Arteta's plans for that starting 11 because even when you're dropping Odegaard, he's still not starting. So I just think, like, where does Eze? And this is not, you're still top of the league, etc., etc. But just in this particular case, if you're Eze right now, what do you think? If you're Eze?
Yeah, of course it bothers me. It's bothered me. I've been saying it since Eze arrived, and I've been saying that his place is not in number 10. His place is off the left. But people will tell me Trossard, it's Martinelli. What are you talking about, Kwame? If you look at Eze and you see the places that he turns up or where he ends a lot of his runs or where he plays through balls forward, it is coming off of that left. In order for us to really, like, stretch our legs in this Premier League, if we place Eze on the left-hand side and you put, like, Havertz number 10, Gyökeres, etc., we will do damage. I believe that. So that's the final piece. And I feel like Arteta's like, he's not worked it out, or he's so adamant that he's got to put him. I
think it's more of a stubbornness thing from my opinion.
It is.
I do. I think that's where it comes from. But it must be very frustrating from an Eze situation. Yeah. That, like, obviously if he would have come to Spurs, it would have been a totally different thing. He would have been the main.
He would have been injured.
Well, he would have. Yeah, literally, no doubt. No, very good. Very good. But no doubt, he would have been the star man, obviously, especially with our lack of attacking options. So it probably is frustrating in that sense, but obviously get exactly why he didn't come. But yeah, you kind of want to see him excel. Like, he's such a great player. Like,
he is.
You want to, obviously not from my perspective when it comes to Arsenal, but if I'm being non-biased, you want to see Eze at his best, because otherwise it's just a bit of a wasted talent. I don't want to see him on the bench.
He's quality. He's to me, he is like world class. He will be world class.
He really was.
But then
up there.
The thing is with Arsenal is, our team is so strong, and that's the difference. He was the main man at Crystal Palace. He now has to kind of fall into line, and he has to earn his opportunities. And I feel like the game in the week was pretty good. In the Champions League, he played very well in the number 10 position. He did play very well, but I did think that Arteta would start him or even feature him today. He said no. So Arteta's just trying to do this thing where he's trying to include everyone in the games. And he's saying that there'll be moments when you're going to be needed more. And I feel like Eze's kind of like the final cherry on top.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping that we'll see more of him.
Okay. Yeah. Another chance. Last few minutes at Stamford
Hold it
Bridge.
out, mate.